Hi quilters, I'm Shelley Robson from the Quilted Forest. Today I wanted to share with you a few of the strategies I use to help me keep my projects organized. My preferred method to keep my projects together is to use Ziploc bags. So you can either use the Ziploc bags like the gallon bags and the smaller bags you can get from the grocery store, or you can find zippered bags at quilt stores that are like the heavy duty vinyl. And those are a little more durable. They're going to last a really long time. But the regular Ziploc bags will work great too. So this project I have that I'm working on right now, this one's called Witch's Night Out. So in the bag, I'm going to have the book. I'm going to have all of my fabric pieces cut out. So what I've done is I've gone through the book. I've cut out all the pieces for this block and put it in a bag. So I have the pieces for that block. I have the page number written on a little piece of paper so that I know that these pieces in this bag go with page 12. And I do that for all the different pages. And then I keep those all in a bag with the sashing and everything cut, and then all the extra fabric. So this is all the fabric that I was using when I picked the project. So I'm going to keep it all in the bag so that in case I make a mistake or I didn't cut the right amount of pieces, it's all in here. I don't have to go looking for it, and I'll keep it in there until all the blocks are done. So I store everything together, and then I sometimes will store the finished blocks that I've done in there too. I'll either store them in the bag or I'll put them on my design wall so they inspire me to get to work on those blocks.
Hanging your blocks on a design wall helps keep the project front and center. See the link in the description below for an easy design wall that you can make on your own.
So that's one of the ways I like to keep my blocks together. When I'm done using the bags, I have a bag full of bags, and I just keep these handy so that whenever I'm cutting out new projects, I have a place to put them right away. Here's another sample of a project that I'm working on, and I have all the pages I've gone through, and I have all the pages marked and the fabric that I'm going to use for that block in there, and I keep this all together. I don't have borders picked up for this project yet. I have some of the blocks that I've already put together in here, and this keeps them nice and clean, and they don't get all picked apart, and the edges don't fray because they're in these little plastic sheets. And you can get these plastic sheets, they're just like at an office store. And then this binder is just an old binder, a 3-ring binder that I have made a fabric cover for. So this binder cover pattern is located in our pattern called Mayday Sunshine. This pattern has 3 different projects in it. It has the 12-inch by 12-inch mini wall hanging, it has a runner, and then it has the binder covers. You'll find a link for that in the description below. Currently, I have 3 different binders full of all these blocks because I am probably about 2/3 done with this quilt on the Splendid Sampler 2. And I actually had a block in that book. Pat Sloan invited me to make a block for it, and so I did. So if you have that book, look for my name in there.
The Splendid Sampler 2 book by Pat Sloan and Jane Davidson has 100 blocks that are 6-inch blocks, and it's from a variety of quilters all over the world. This quilt will be a multi-year project for me, and so staying organized is key to keeping it all straight. My block in the book was called Spinning Star.
Another use for the binders and the plastic sleeves is to keep track of projects that you want to work on. So I have patterns that I've put inside the sleeves, and another way is like, this is my block of the month, and so every time I get the blocks done, I just add them in here so it keeps them together. I know where all my blocks are, and I put enough pages in so that I have enough pages for the whole year. And then when I'm done, I can either leave them in there and they're always in there, or I can take them out and store them somewhere else. Another way I like to keep track of projects is to use these little plastic shoe boxes. And you can get these at any kind of store that has containers like this. And I get the clear ones because then I can see what's inside of them. And sometimes I'll put just one project in there. Sometimes I'll put multiple projects in there. This one just has one project. This one I've stacked 2 different projects in there. And this just helps me keep everything together. I can load it up. I know what I need is inside. This one I have 3 different projects in there because they're just small ones. So I put them all. And now when I'm packing to get ready to go to quilt camp, all I have to do is pick up these cases and all my projects are ready to go.
When I'm finished with a project, I like to clean out the bags and either put away the leftover fabric back in my fabric stash buckets, or I cut it into strips and add it to my strip buckets. I have bins for a bunch of different kinds of strips: 1 inch, 1 1/4, 1 1/2, 1 3/4, 2 inch, 2 1/2, 3, 3 1/2. These are great for scrappy quilts and when I just need a little bit of fabric for a project. I also store spare half-square triangle units in drawers for use in scrappy quilts. When the drawers get full, it's time to make something scrappy. I also keep a bin to stash trial blocks, leftover blocks, and pieces and parts of quilt tops that I can use for future scrap quilts or for other fun purposes.
I hope you'll find some of these hints for storing your projects helpful. Thanks for watching and happy quilting!